In over a month with the iPhone 16e, one of my key takeaways coming from the iPhone 16 Pro has been the fact that I have literally forgotten about what it's like to charge a phone. I went from the 13 mini 3 years to like always having a battery pack, but that was understandable with that device simply because you're sacrificing battery life for that kind of form factor. Then I moved to a 16 Pro and it was sort of liberating in the sense that there was an initial improvement because I was coming from an older 13 mini, but I always knew that I would have to charge it because I use a hotspot while I'm working to give my iPad internet while I'm on the move, and that would always drain out my battery pretty quickly. And then I started using this. And I'm at a point now to where I just charge when I'm on my way to work and then on my way back. On a day-to-day basis, I'm not even like charging this phone. At least I'm not even thinking about it because the only place I'm charging the device is in the car. So today is actually a great example. Even though I'm not going to work, I've just been running around. I just charged up the car. Right now I have the 16E on my car charger, and these few stops that I've been making kind of back and forth, they've been enough to just kind of give me a little bit of a burst in terms of charging. And right now I think I checked right before starting this recording, I'm at 71%. And so that's kind of how it goes for me. I just charge on the move, and if I'm not in the car or if I'm not going anywhere, I don't really think about it. It just is second nature to me now. Now, it's not only the battery improvement that's made this possible, but it's also the fact that the C1 chip in here, this is really powerful because it's really, really efficient. Like, I actually, what I did was I switched to this for like a day or two in between, just to kind of get an immediate contrast between the two devices. And what I noticed is that, yes, one, the 16 Pro always got hotter while I was using hotspot, and two, it drained out a lot faster. Even though, like, when I'm using a hotspot to give my iPad internet, it's not like I'm sitting on the phone doing stuff on the phone as well. I just literally turn on the hotspot, set the phone aside, and I do my work on the iPad. And recently, it's been for my MacBook as well. So that got me thinking that here, obviously, you have a bigger battery than the iPhone 16 Pro because by eliminating the camera module, you gave yourself more space to put in a bigger battery. But then it's also combined with the efficiency of the C1 chip. And you really notice that because if both phones are on Wi-Fi, the cool thing is that you're not really going to see the 16 Pro be too far behind in terms of battery life. It's still going to drain faster because it's a smaller battery, but where you really notice it is when you're out and about. Now, real quickly, got to take a pause to thank today's sponsor, which is Baseus, and this right here is their new PicoGo MagSafe Slim 5K battery pack, and I mean, just look at this. It is absolutely slim. It's slimmer than my iPhone 16e, which is already a slim device to begin with. And what I really like about it is the design of it because it's got like this nice curve on the edges. Reminded me of Apple's original MagSafe battery pack. So when you hold this, it's going to fit really nicely in your hand. And so it just makes for a comfortable experience when you use this. Now, this does come in a 10K variety, which is this one right here. And if you notice, it's got Qi 2 and it's got some color to it. Well, that's because they do offer a couple of color options. So if you're somebody that wants a colorful battery pack, then that's an option for you. Now, for me personally, I like black, and I think the 5K one just makes for a perfect and comfortable experience. So if you want to check this out, I will link it down below for you in the description. And once again, thank you to Baseus for sponsoring this section of the video. That gets me excited because I was just thinking that, this is the kind of stuff we need in phones now, right? Instead of all this bogus like Apple Intelligence and Google Gemini and all this, oh, AI will do this, AI will do that. Even when I was at CES, the entire focus of everything was like, oh, your TV is going to be smarter thanks to AI. Your microwave is going to be smarter thanks to AI. And I was just sitting there like, does this actually really make a difference to an everyday user? And that's where this device shines. Because if you look at the 16 Pro, right? Obviously, here you have like so many features that you just don't on the 16E. But what you really got to look at is on a day to day basis, what are you doing with your phone? What are you doing? You are simply just browsing social media, texting people, making phone calls. Maybe you might be someone that uses it for work, for Zoom calls or something. But that's the kind of stuff that you're doing on a day to day basis. You're not going out there and taking lots of photos and videos. That is stuff that you're doing basically on vacation. At least that's the case for me. On a day to day basis, unless I am testing the camera of this device, I am not sending photos or I am not taking photos with this camera, even though this camera's photos are sufficient enough. On a day to day basis, I need my device to be more functional. I said this in my MacBook Air review that for me, being able to have a 15-inch MacBook with enough performance to handle all the kind of things I do and also come in at a much cheaper price than buying a MacBook Pro, that's the kind of stuff that matters to me. Functions over features. And that's what a device like this does for you is that it shows you that on a day-to-day basis, it's very liberating to not even worry about charging your phone. I'm going to show you something in my backpack. Okay. In my backpack here, in this pocket, I have a power bank. And this is the power bank I always keep with me because this is the power bank that is responsible for charging my iPad and now even charging my MacBook because it actually has like a dedicated output for 100 watts as well. And then I keep this USB-C cable, okay? And when I'm at home, I often will use this to charge right back here. There's a sofa, right? So if I'm sitting there, I'll use it there. Might take it upstairs to the living room or something. And when I had the 16 Pro, I knew that when I'm out at a coffee shop and I'm doing a lot of work and stuff, I'm gonna need to charge at some point. So before I left the house, I always thought about, wait, do I have my power bank? And now it's the exact opposite. Like, I don't even think about charging anymore. So if you were to ask me, hey, Qasim, in a little over a month, what have you learned from the iPhone 16e? I've just learned that this is a very functional iPhone. It has all your necessities. It has really good battery life. It has a great camera, and it's got basically everything that you need. You have your iMessage, you have your iCloud, you have all the, Apple garden stuff, right? The ecosystem stuff. And it's a perfect phone. It's just, I haven't personally missed my iPhone 16 Pro. Although that's a great device. Like, if you're going to take advantage of the Pro features and everything and the Pro camera features and whatnot, right? It's a wonderful device. But for me, this iPhone is more than enough. And just being able to have a more functional iPhone and not just really think about things, right? It's just been an awesome experience. And so I wanted to share that experience with you. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. And most importantly, like always, take care of yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Hey, so if you are still here, just real quickly, I have a second channel that I've started for just my different products that I've been taking over these last couple of years. I've been taking different ideas of mine and turning them into products. You don't need to buy any of the products, but I will link in the description down below my second channel. If you can just give it a follow, because I want to do some fun like behind the scene videos and stuff, it'll be really cool for you to at least watch those and be a part of that journey as well. Thank you. Peace out.